I got influenced. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. It's gonna be a fun one today. I'm talking about a line of makeup, RMS Beauty, which I've never used before. And I'll tell you what, I did get influenced. I ended up seeing the founder, Rosemary Swift, on Instagram, I think. And of course, I clicked on it and now she's everywhere. I wake up in the morning, she's standing next to my bed. I'm kidding, but now they've cookied me, so I see her everywhere. And I got so fascinated with the line that I jumped on the website and I bought a bunch of their products. So that's what we're doing today. If you're new here, welcome in. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And if you want all the good stuff, you might want to sign up for our Sunday morning email newsletter. The link is in the description box down below. Every Sunday morning, we send out a very short, very sweet, very fun, and very free email newsletter featuring all the cool things I found throughout the week, whether it's a great sale or a good recipe or a funny piece of information or something I just wanted to share with you. Anything that we'd be talking about if we were out together having coffee, that's what goes in the Sunday morning email newsletter. It's super easy to sign up, super free. The link is in the description box down below. I think you're gonna love it. As I mentioned, I saw Rosemary Swift, who founded RMS Beauty. I'm pretty sure it was originally on Instagram. And I was so stunned by her. I think she's absolutely beautiful. And I love the way she talks about her products. So long story short, they cookied me and then she started showing up everywhere on Instagram and Facebook. And honestly, I thought that I was going to end up with her in my bathroom before I knew it. They did influence me and I hopped on the website and bought a good selection of their products. I have swatched just a few of them, but I really haven't done a full face. And to be honest with you, I don't know how it's going to work for me. That's the bottom line, because as you can see, Rosemary has a very elegant face. She does. It's a thinner face. She has nice deep set eyes, a good shape on her cheeks and her nose. I look like one of the Campbell Soup kids. I've got that round face and my eyes are kind of puffy and hooded and they lend themselves to a different look than I think what works for her. Nevertheless, I did order some products. A lot of them have shimmer in them and I'm not really a big shimmer girl these days because I think it just accentuates my wrinkly crinklies. But we're going to dive in today. I do have a couple of lipsticks. I'm not sure either color really works for me. You know how hard it is to get the right color off a website, but we're going to dive in. We're going to have a lot of fun. I think you're going to enjoy it. So this morning on my skin, I did my Nebulyft and I did my MyoLift. So this is how I prepped my skin. And then for skincare, I'm testing and trying a new line that I'm actually pretty excited about. It is the skincare for C60. So I have on today the Youth Renewal Eye Cream. This is a creamy formula and I put one tiny pump on the back of my hand and split that between both eyes. And then for the rest of my face, I used the C60 Anti-Gravity Serum. This is the first morning I've used it, so I have no idea how it's going to work out. Although, because I've done some research into the science behind it, I'm pretty excited. I am wondering if it's going to be on par for me with copper peptides. And there are copper peptides in this serum in addition to the C60. So I'm pretty excited about that. One thing about this serum is it's an oil-based serum, which is just delicious going on. That was the one thing I noticed about it. It's like, oh my gosh, this feels so good. And it has a slight scent, but it's like essential oils scent. It's not like a fragrance scent or, you know, a chemical scent. It has a really good scent. So that's what's on my face. And I put my skincare on about an hour ago. So I've been doing some chores around the house and that sort of thing. So nice and soaked in. On my lips, I'm going to put on some City Beauty City Lips just to hydrate them while I put on my makeup, which is what I usually do, so that by the time I'm ready for my lipstick, my lips are going to be hydrated and a little fuller. So let's go ahead and look at what I bought. And I think my order, gosh, I don't even remember anymore. I know it was over $100. I don't know if it was over $200. I really can't remember. I should have saved the receipt. I have two of their quads. The first quad I have is the Living Luminizer Glow Quad. And I think I got these quads because I thought, ooh, there's a lot of products in one product that's more affordable. So this is the Luminizer Quad. And these are all luminous. So they're all a little shiny. And then the other quad I have is the Lip to Cheek Glow Quad, which I think is pretty cool because you can take one of these colors in here and put it on your cheeks or your lips. So this is the Lip to Cheek Quad. Pretty colors right there. And notice I color coordinated my shirt to this quad right here. Next up, I have the Supernatural Radiant Serum. This is a serum foundation. If you watch my channel a lot, you'll know that I don't historically have good luck with serum foundations. For me, I don't even really see the point in them. They're just too sheer for me, and oftentimes they're just a little too glowy, but we'll give this one a try today. Now, here are two very interesting products. This is her eyeshadow product, and what does she call it? She calls them eye lights, and I got two colors. And the reason I got the peach, not because I wear peach that much, but I saw it on Rosemary and it looked so gorgeous. I thought, oh, I want to try that. But again, I'm not sure how it's going to work on my skin, but it might work good for your skin. We'll see. And then this was a plum version of that same highlight. So we'll swatch both of these, but I think I'm going to be using the peach today. I did get the under eye uncover up. So this is her version of a concealer. We'll see how that works out. It's a nice cream product, which I'm a fan of cream products for my skin these days. And then I got two of her lipsticks. This is a particular formula of lipstick, and I think it's one of those lipsticks that you put it and it stays on. So one color is Linda and the other color is Melanie. We will definitely swatch both of these, but I think I'm going to go with the peach version today, just because I'm going for a whole peach look with the peach eyeshadow and the peach lipstick. Caveat, I can make peach work for me sometimes, but it has to be the right peach and it has to be just the right amount. So like I said, I'm not going into this 100% thinking, oh, I'm going to look terrific. Although I don't know that it's really going to reflect on the products if it doesn't look great on me. I have a feeling that the products are really good quality. I just don't know if they're the right kind of products for my skin. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and start in. The things that I don't have, I'm going to go ahead and just add them from my makeup collection. So I'm going to do my brows first. I like to rough in my brows before I do the rest of my makeup, just so I have that kind of starting line of where the eye area is. This is the Jones Road Brow Pencil. I really do like it. What color is it? It is Ash Blonde. The reason I like this so much, and I didn't think I would in the beginning, is because it's so big. I thought, I can't use that. It's too darn big. But the cool thing is that you can really rough your brows in quickly and get them filled in pretty darn fast, and then go in and do the detail work, which I like to do at the very end with a smaller pencil. I've been using the e.l.f. pencil. But as far as just getting them on your face and kind of filling in the spots, this one really rocks. I'm going to go ahead and use the Dermatology #1 primer. This tube is really dirty because I have makeup on my fingers when I use it a lot. The reason I'm going to use this is it's a little bit of a gripping primer, and I think it might mattify my face a little bit before I go in with that serum, which of course I'm worried is going to be a little too shiny for my skin. So we'll just put this around and see if this will help with the foundation. For those of you who are new and haven't seen one of my makeup videos before, I am 67.5 years old and I have normal skin. My skin is not dry. I actually have a little bit of an oily area on my nose and on my chin. The rest of it is normal. So I don't have any issues that I have to address, but I can't use really heavy, really oily products because my skin still does produce some oil. Okay, I'm going to start in with the eyeshadow now. This is the highlights, and the color is Sunbeam. And you can see it's this little metal tube, and what it comes with is a little key that as you use it, you know, you put the tube in here and you roll it up, kind of like you used to do with toothpaste tubes when they were metal a long time ago. So this is the highlights. I'm going to go ahead and swatch just a little bit on the back of my hand of the peach color, and then I'm going to do the plum color as well so we can take a look at that. Now, I think for my coloring, the plum would probably be a little bit more on point, but like I said, I'm going to do the peach today and we'll see how that works out. So here are the two colors right here. Here's the peach and here's the plum. I hope you guys can see that. So I'm going to get just a little bit on my finger, and what I've heard about this is that it dries down pretty darn quickly, so you probably want to do one eye at a time. So that's just an entire amount of product. Now I'm going to go ahead and start applying to my eyelid, and you can see pretty shimmery. I did not use any eyeshadow primer because I just wanted to see what this was going to look like on its own. And I'm just going to kind of pounce it in up into the brow bone, kind of blend it in. So that's one eye. Let's go ahead and do the other. You just need the tiniest amount of product because this is really concentrated. And I'm just going to start in with that eye. It's very easy to apply if you don't mind using your fingers. I'm not necessarily a big finger girl. I prefer brushes. But that's just me. If I've got to use my fingers, I will. I'm going to go ahead and just put the remainder over on this side. Boy, is that concentrated. That's a lot of color on my eyes. I think I'm going to get a brush and see if I can't blend that in just a little bit. Okay, so that's the eyeshadow. What I can say is that it's drying down and looking, in my opinion, a little bit better. When I first put it on, it was like, oh my gosh, really concentrated, really sparkly. But now that it's drying down, it's looking prettier to me. What I can say is that formula is really, really beautiful. It goes on super easy. It blends in super easy. It dries down nicely. What I would be interested in seeing is if she could do this particular formula not in a shimmer shade, in a matte shade, or maybe even just a satin shade, something not too sparkly. But right now I'm saying it looks okay. I can't say that shimmer is my favorite on my eyelids because I have more of a hooded look on my eye. So let's move on. Now I'm going to go in with the Uncover Up, and I'm trying to see what color I got. I'm going to need my glasses for that one. I got the color 11. Fond de Teint. I don't know if that's the name of the color or just something about the product in French. So here's what it looks like right here. I do like the fact that it has a little bit of a yellow undertone. So I'm going to go ahead and just start placing that on the areas of my face that I want a little bit of concealer action. It feels very light. It's really creamy. In other words, it's not stiff at all as you put it on your face. And I just put a little on my red nose and then. So this is what I'm going to use to kind of cover up the doodads on my face because I have a feeling that that serum is just going to have almost no coverage. It's probably just going to tint the face and give a little bit of glow. So we'll go ahead and use this in advance to kind of cover up the things that I want covered up. I have a couple of veins on either side of my head. You can see one right there, which don't show up that much in person, I don't think, but they sure show up on camera, which is funny to me. So I do try to just cover them up a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Supernatural Radiance Serum. It's an SPF 30. What color? Oh, I got the color medium. I think I was probably, I don't know. I'm very pale. I'm almost glow in the dark. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know what I was thinking. I bet you I thought that the light would look way too light compared to the skin tone on the rest of my body. Where I try to keep my face out of the sun, I wear a hat. I don't stay out of the sun as much with my body because I really want that vitamin D. So I'm sure I was thinking I'll match my skin on my arms and my chest and we'll see how this goes. So I've just put a little dot on the back of my hand and it looks very luminous. I'm not sure if you can see that. And I'll go ahead and start placing that around my face. I think I'm going to need a little bit more. So let me go ahead. Another dot. My guess is this is going to be almost no coverage as far as, you know, covering up sunspots and that sort of thing. So you can see it looks a little dark on my face, but we'll see if we get it blended in and how it looks then. Very luminous. I'm gonna put it underneath my chin as well, a little bit down my neck. Feels really nice. What I can say is I think the quality of these products is really good. I know clean ingredients, healthful ingredients is very important to her. At least that's what I read on the website. So you can feel good about this line. At least that's my opinion. All right, so there's the Serum foundation. And you can see it's very glowy. I don't know that it has covered up anything. It might have evened out my skin tone a little bit. I imagine I am going to put some powder on, but there it is, right there. Okay, so these are the two quads that I have. Both of them have sort of a color that you could use for contour. I think I'm gonna go with this darker one because this one over here, this dark color right up here, looks like it has a rosy undertone. So I'm gonna stick with this even though it looks like a shimmer shade. So let me go ahead and swatch this on the back of my hand. I don't know how shimmery that is. So there it is right there. I don't know if you can even really see that compared to my skin tone, but that's what we'll use for contour today. And again, just using my fingers. And what I can say is that the serum has not dried down yet. It's still very moisturizing, and I don't know if it's going to stay that way. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. So I'm just putting this darker illuminating brown color, bronzer color, in the same areas that I would do just a regular contour. I'm just wondering if this is going to end up sliding around because my skin is so hydrated from that serum. And then I always put a little under my chin just to help create a shadow and make my chin look a little less wobbly. There we go. All right, so that's the bronzer. I think it's a pretty color. What do you guys think? I think I might rather have something that wasn't luminous. Luminous on top of luminous, I don't know. What do I know? Maybe the serum's gonna dry down and it's gonna look terrific. So here's the quad with the colors for cheek. And these are cheek and lip. I'm gonna go with this peach shade right here because I've got the peach on my eyelids and I'm gonna use the peach lipstick. So we'll kind of just stay in the whole peach thing. I might put a little bit of the red on top of it just, you know, to add a little bit of depth, but we'll go in with that peach color right now. And I'm just using my finger and I'm gonna start placing that on my cheek. Not a lot of color payout. Let me go ahead and swatch this on the back of my hand. I'm gonna clean off that serum. Yeah, very, very light peach color. I don't even know if you can see it. It's right there. Not showing up a whole lot, but it might be showing up on the camera. Sometimes things don't show up in person for me, but you guys can really see it on the camera. There we go. Now I'm going to put my finger into just a little bit of that red, just to give a little bit more color payout. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my sponge and I'm just going to start pressing everything in. And you can see I'm very glowy at this juncture. Okay, I'm going to go in now with my Kosas Cloud Set powder and just hit some areas, but I want you guys to look at the complexion and the colors prior to the powder because this powder is going to change things. So I've just got a little brush here, going to get some on my brush. This is my Refer brush. Refer is so good. This is the number 4 Refer brush. So just mattifying a little bit of that area. Now I'm going to go in with the highlighter. So we're going to go back to this same quad and I used this color for the bronzing, for the contouring. Let me think what I want to use. I think I want to use this one right here for highlight. Let me go ahead and swatch that. Oh, that's pretty. So here's the highlight right here. It's more of a champagne. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little bit of that and I'm just going to put it right on the brow bone. So there we go. Now I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Dim Light Finishing Powder. Why I use this is because it creates this consistent filter over your face that really pulls everything together. And it's also going to mattify a little bit what I've got going on my face, but it's a little sparkly on its own, so it's kind of a give and take. I use my Refer 30 brush, big fluffy brush. You know, this dim light is expensive. It lasts freaking forever. So for me, me, it's inexpensive because, you know, per use, it's really, really affordable. So I'm just going to pounce that around my face, and I am going to go over my eyelids because this is more of a filter than anything, just adding a consistent color to the skin. All right, I'm going to jump off now and do my eyelashes. I'm going to tight line and I'm going to do my lashes, and then we'll come back and try on the lipstick. Okay, I went ahead and put on the lipstick because I had to do it really close to the mirror because it's one of those, you know, you got to be careful how you put it on. So this is the peach version from her line, and it's the color Melanie. And I'll go ahead and put that on the back of my hand. It's really a pretty color. And the other one that I got is called Linda. And I'll show you both of these. So this is Melanie, which I have on right now, and this is Linda. I think they're both really pretty colors. So what do you guys think? Here we have the finished look. Okay, I have some thoughts. First, out of the gate, I want to say that I think these are very, very quality makeup products with very clean ingredients. So out of the gate, I feel like this is a good line. Is it a good line for my skin, in my face? The answer is I'm not sure. First of all, I think that the serum goes the way of most serums for me, which is too glowy. I like a little bit of glow, but I also like a little bit of coverage. And this, like other serums, really doesn't offer much coverage. And for me, on my skin, I feel like it's a little bit too much glow. However, if you have very dry skin, this could be the bomb because it's a beautiful formula. It really is. It feels great on the skin. It's light. It's very, very hydrating, and you're going to get a lot of moisture throughout the day. So good for me, not so much, but it might be perfect for someone with very dry skin. The highlights, you know, I like it better, at least the color I'm wearing, which is the Sunbeam. I believe that's the name. Yeah, Sunbeam. I like it better since it's dried down. I think it actually is kind of pretty. It's not my favorite look for my particular eyes, but I do think it's very, very pretty. I would love to see this formula in a satin or a matte finish. I think that would be so pretty. Super easy to blend in, does not move. I mean, it is on my eyelids really nicely. So I like this formula. I'm not sure that the shininess is perfect for my skin, but it sure looks good on her eyes. The uncover, you know, guys, I just don't even know that it did much of anything. I mean, it covered up a little bit, but certainly it's not enough coverage for me. If you only need a little bit of coverage, you know, you might want to go for this. But to be honest with you, I think there are drugstore brands, probably not as clean ingredient-wise, but that do a better job of covering things up. So I'm a little bit on the fence about this one. Both of the quads, I think they're a good value. You can get these on the website, and I think they come in different colorways, but if you're looking for a variety of colors to use in your makeup collection, I think these are a good value. I'm not so sure about the pigment payout of the color I use today, the peach color, but definitely I think they're worth a try if you like cream makeup and you want something with good quality ingredients. The lipstick's glorious formula, really, really pretty. Still feels hydrated on my skin. I do like the color, although I don't know if this is the perfect color for me. It is a really pretty peach color though. Most of the lipstick colors in this particular line of lipstick on her website are bright colors. There's not any muted colors that I can remember. So just keep that in mind if you're looking at this line. These are mostly very bright statement colors. So that was my go around with RMS Beauty. I do like the line very much. I think it's quality. I think the pricing is just fine. I don't think it's over the top expensive. And I love the fact that she has very, very clean ingredients. So if you haven't tried it yet, there are a lot more products in the line that I haven't tried. I might give them a whirl down the road. Well, I hope you found this video fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know it just makes my day when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 and over 60 woman. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.